Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. I hope this class setup was useful for everyone. My goal here is just to mix things up. And I think there's lots of ways to engage with our material in herpetology and lots of ways to learn it that doesn't involve me standing here with slides telling you stuff. Sometimes it's useful, but this is a chance to kind of work in small groups, especially with discussions. We have a lot of people in this class. I think having a discussion with 30 some odd people can be challenging. So as we work through the semester, we'll do a lot of things like this, not necessarily stations like this, although we might. So, and later in probably next week sometime, I'll solicit some feedback from you about what is kind of working for you in class. But I do like to mix things up a lot. Now, I was going to go over some fieldwork expectations and protocols today. And I think I'm still going to do this quickly anyway, even though we're not taking the mud puppy trip this week. I just want to give you a heads up that we will go out in the field in this class a lot. And there may be days like in March when I'm like, I heard a chorus frog on the way to class. Everybody get your boots on. We're going outside and we're going to see if we can find it. So just be ready at any moment. As far as what to expect, well, I put wear warm clothes, but make sure you have good seasonal clothes to go out. And like I said, I'll let you know, especially like something like this in advance. I looked at the weather, and if we can reschedule for next week, it's going to be in the 30s and 40s. So a lot more conducive to not getting frostbite. As we take these longer trips, make sure you're bringing water or snacks as you would like. We'll be in the vans. We have to be masked in the vans, but you'll have a chance to do, keep yourself nourished on the way. And, be ready to participate and ask questions. So I want to mention that, the expectation is for the classes that we're doing these field outings. However, I know not everyone is comfortable handling animals or flipping rocks or doing this kind of stuff, and that's okay. My expectation is that you're out there, you're observing, you're engaged, you're asking questions. It doesn't mean you have to be diving in the creek catching water snakes. And I have this consent form for you as well that makes that clear, and that your participation is expected, but your grade isn't contingent. I'm not going to grade you on like how many snakes you catch in the field. That could be a good idea though. Just do that and like sit back and let the snakes go. I might do that. No, I'm just kidding. But just know that you should be engaged and out there and paying attention, but I'm not expecting you to do things that you're uncomfortable with in the field. Having said that, I will push a little bit. I probably do in terms of weather and things like that. If there's like stuff to do outside and the weather's crappy, I'm usually like, let's go outside and then we'll get wet and cold. It'll be awesome, guys. So you might have to bear with me a little bit on that. So I might push your comfort zone a little bit, but I will not push your safety zone. Okay. So if you're ever feeling like you're unsafe or you're uncomfortable, whatever, let me know. We can take care of it on the spot right there. For example, if we're out this tomorrow and you're like out there freezing and you need to sit in the van and warm up or something, I'm just making up a scenario. Just communicate with me and I will be understanding and accommodate it to make you feel safe. Okay. Yes, question.
Days where it's kind of like not sporadic, but kind of spur of the moment. Are you gonna let us know 4 to 10, or is it gonna be like we're sitting in class?
That's a good question. I will not be unreasonable. Okay. So if it's a little bit drizzly out in that morning, I think it might be good to go out. I'll shoot a message out to everyone. Bring your raincoat or something like that. But it's not gonna be 2:10. You're not gonna walk in the class and it's like pouring out, and I'm like, all right, guys, let's go. Like it might be spontaneous, but I won't be unreasonable. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Like I don't wear yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. And so if you're unsure, you can even, if you wanted to, if you had rain boots that you're not going to wear for anything else, you could leave them in the closet in the classroom and then just have them or something like that too. So we'll make it as reasonable as possible for everyone. But I do like to get out. It's fun. And you learn a lot. One other thing just about fieldwork is we're only going to handle amphibians with gloves. So as we do more outings, we'll bring gloves with us. I just want to make it clear. We also have a disinfectant protocol that we'll follow. I was going to go over this in more detail today, but we'll actually just do it before we go out when we do the mud puppy trip. Basically, it's just spraying all your footwear with a bleach solution to make sure we're not transporting any pathogens around. And also when we're in the field, super important, if you're not sure about anything, just ask. Is it okay if I flip this rock? Should I stick my hand in this water? Will this snake bite me? Ask. Like, there's no dumb question if you're not sure. This is new for many, many of us to do field work, to be interacting with wild animals. And so just don't hesitate to ask. Princeton will be with us too on the trips. He knows what's going on, and that's his role, is to help answer those questions and help everyone. So please, if you're not sure about anything, anytime, just ask a question. That's actually all I want to say right now. What questions do you have for me? Okay, the consent form I passed around is just you acknowledging that we will do field work, but you're not expected to handle anything you're uncomfortable with. I'll get those from everybody. If you could just maybe actually let's leave them where Will is sitting in the corner. Just leave him on his spot at the table on your way out today. Okay, just a couple other reminders before you pack up. I want to remind you that you have a quiz next Monday. If we do end up doing the salamander trip Monday, I might reschedule this, but for right now, we're going to keep it a week from today. It's material through the first 4 lectures, so it's what we covered, through, well, it's basically what we covered through today was my plan. We'll keep that change, and what we covered today about mud puppies too. Yep. Although, yeah, we'll cover through that. So the first 4 classes, and so be sure to see your learning outcomes, etc. Otherwise, question. Yep.
So for that quiz, would it be beneficial to go back through like the readings that we had to do like for class today? Like, will it be extensive stuff?
It won't. Right. It won't be like super detailed, like how many mud puppies were caught in 2003 in the river in Vermont, but it will be general knowledge about what we did today. And so take a look at the learning outcomes specifically, but I might ask questions specifically about mud puppies, about big characteristics that make them unique. They're paedomorphic. They're entirely aquatic. They're active in cold temperatures. They have a broad geographic range, especially when I had the slide up with them on, I don't even know what day of the week is. Last Wednesday, I had a slide with a little bit about mud puppies. So that kind of information. So not necessarily the specifics of the readings, but just the bigger ideas to take away. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, good question. Thanks for asking that. Any other questions? All right, so no program for Wednesday. In fact, I don't know what we're gonna do in class on Wednesday yet, because I thought we were gonna see mud puppies. I got some ideas though, so it's all good. Like I said, I'll make it up to you. We've got some stuff to do over the weekend. Otherwise, we will revisit. So the paper, the primary literature that we read today, we'll revisit that a little bit on Wednesday. So all of the notes and everything you took today, please keep those handy. We're going to revisit and refresh our brains as we get closer to our mud puppy trip. Otherwise, that's all I have for today. I will stay and answer any questions. If you want to leave your name tags here as well, you can leave those back by where Will's sitting. I'll keep them for next class. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for logging in, SK. We'll see you Wednesday. Hopefully.